God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Reinhold Niebuhr. These words of wisdom, first written for sermons in the late 1930s, and later adapted and popularized by 12-step programs such as Alcoholics Anonymous, carry several lessons that everyone could benefit from learning. Let's break each line down and analyze them individually. First, grant me the serenity to accept things that I cannot change. So much of our lives are out of our control. At first, this seems like a frustrating thing that we should challenge, but the first line of the Serenity Prayer invites us to look at this differently. You cannot control the driver who cuts you off in traffic, your boss from promoting the guy in the cubicle next to you, or even force your wife or partner to stay with you. Those things are out of your control. There will always be bad drivers on the road. Your boss and coworkers aren't going to make the choices you would like in their shoes. And unfortunately, not every relationship is meant to last. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You can control your mind and your actions, except that you can't change the rest." Next, the courage to change things I can. Change is hard, and frankly, most of us are lazy. As humans, we are programmed to resist change and take the easy path, the path of least resistance. For our ancestors, who needed to conserve energy to hunt and gather, this makes sense. But in today's world, it holds us back. Many of us play a game of a million different scenarios that quote-unquote could happen if we decide to make a change. This overanalysis leaves us in a state of paralysis and inaction. You have the power to change your actions. Want to lose 20 pounds? Pick a healthy lunch over the fast food. Go for a run when you have an extra half an hour, instead of sitting down to watch Netflix. Stay home on a Friday night, instead of going out for pizza and a beer. Want to get a better job? Spend that extra time that you would have used drinking beer and eating pizza to read a book or learn a new skill. Network with people, find a mentor, and get out of your comfort zone. These things are not easy, but each time that you choose a healthy meal over fast food, or you spend in time improving yourself, you cast a vote for the type of person you want to be. You take a step in the right direction. You gain momentum. And finally, and the wisdom to know the difference. While the first two lines of the prayer are powerful, this is our favorite. Life is rarely as straightforward as the examples that we've laid before you. It might be hard to understand why your boss picked the other guy. You may torture yourself looking for things that you could have done better. Your boss could have chosen on seniority or any other number of factors that you had little to do with. Many of us are guilty of trying to change things that we are unable to because blaming things on others and playing the victim is easier than implementing new things and initiating change. Knowing which is extremely important though. It allows us to focus our efforts on the areas that we can influence and better, while eliminating wasteful time and energy doing things that will never be in our control. Remember, God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Accepting what can't be changed isn't easy. Finding the courage to make change is daunting, and the wisdom comes, in large part, only with practice. Thank you for watching. Got a book, quote, article, or saying that you'd like us to animate? We'd love to hear your suggestions, so leave them in the comments below and we'll do our best to get to them. While you're there, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to our channel for more mental upgrades.